All right, what is going on, guys? So I recently wrote a post on 4 important things you need to know when it comes down to succeeding on NoFap and semen retention and sexual transmutation long term, okay? Now, my credibility is that I've done this 3 long times, okay? The first streak was 13 months, if you didn't already know. Second and third one are 11 months. Some people in this group, they've done it for multiple years. Supposedly one guy's doing it for 5 years. Celibacy, NoFap, semen retention, that's pretty impressive. But anyways, a lot of guys on this group want to know, how do you succeed on NoFap and semen retention for a longer period of time? And there's 4 important things that you need to know when it comes down to long streaks, okay? And I've shared this in another post, but I'm gonna elaborate in more detail, okay? So here are the 4 things. I'll list it out quickly and then I'll break them down individually in a longer format, okay? So number 1, you need to have a higher purpose, a mission, a vision, or a goal, okay? That's number 1. Number 2, proper diet, nutrition. This is very important when it comes down to controlling sexual urges or getting sexual urges. Number 3, training, resistance training, or any sort of physical training. And then finally, number 4, breath work, pranayama. Again, very important when it comes down to transmuting sexual energy, okay? So let's go into a little bit more detail in terms of each one and why this is important to succeeding long term. The first one, the reason why I have a mission, a vision, a goal, passion, or purpose as number 1 is because a man needs to have purpose. A man needs to have something he is doing, something meaningful, preferably, right? If you're just doing homework for school versus you're trying to build a business or you're trying to build a website or you're trying to do a project that you genuinely care on a deep soul level, very, very different, okay? The reason why I put this as first is because most guys just don't have a purpose. Most guys just don't know what they want out of life. And when you don't have a goal, when you don't have a higher purpose, guess what? You'll succumb to distractions. You'll succumb to low-level behaviors. If you don't know what you want, anything that beckons to you, anything that calls your name, right? Hey, Johnny, come watch some porn. Hey, Johnny, come play some video games. Hey, Johnny, let's go watch some videos on YouTube, right? I watch videos on YouTube all the time, right? But here's the thing. I realize with a compass, with a vision, with a passion, with a purpose, this is more important. This is priority number 1, right? Knowing what your passion and your purpose is gives you a compass. When you put the GPS in and you're setting a destination, think of that as your purpose. Think of that as your goal, your destination. And then every time you watch a video, every time you watch porn, every time you spend time on video games, every time you spend time chasing a female, doing a distraction, you are not going towards your destination because you're spending time here, you're wasting your energy. So having a passion or purpose is essential to being able to transmit your sexual energy when you do the pranayama and whatnot, because you know what's important, right? I'll give you another example. Think of an NBA player. Think of an NFL player. Any professional athlete who's trying to win a gold medal, who's trying to win something that means something to them, okay? Just think about this. A UFC fighter, a rapper, whatever it is that person has a burning desire or a goal for, they want this thing so bad that they are sacrificing and willing to do anything it takes to make it happen, okay? That's the power of a passion or a purpose. If you know where you're going, there's going to be less detours, less distractions, and less things you want to engage with because you know that they're wasting your time and that they're taking you away from your goal, right? If I know I want this and I need to do X, Y, and Z to get this, right? If I want to get in shape, I know that I need to eat healthy, I need to work out regularly, I need to sleep on time, right? I know what I need to do to get here. But if you don't have a passion or a purpose or a goal, you'll succumb to every distraction or every sort of business opportunity that comes to your way because you don't know what you want, right? You cannot transmit your sexual energy and you cannot succeed on NoFap and semen retention long term unless you know what you want. And ideally, this is a higher purpose, either it be longevity, gaining more health, becoming more attractive to women, becoming more confident as a male, improving your masculinity, This right here is super important to nail down first, okay, number one. Number two, nutrition. Most guys eat shit, right? They eat junk food, they eat processed food, right? The more processed a food is, the more time it takes to process in your system. The more toxic chemicals, the more pesticides, the more fake shit is inside, the more taxing it is to your organs, okay? Your liver, your kidneys, right? Your internal organs. These organs have to process all the shit that you put into your body. And as a result, if you don't have the nutrients on board and you're bringing in shit food, your skin is gonna look like shit. Your eyes are gonna be all baggy. Your skin is gonna be patchy. You're gonna smell bad. And you're gonna have uncontrollable sexual urges, okay? I don't want to talk too much about nutrition because I can go on and on and on and on about it. I actually have an upcoming training and program that you can get because nutrition is so comprehensive. Basically, you want to go for high vibrational foods. You want to eat some real food that makes your energy magnetic, okay? So that's number two, nutrition. Number three, resistance training, proper training. As a man, you need physical stimulus, okay? And not just sex, all right? Sex is one of it, but you want physical stimuli. Something that challenges you so that you can grow. Something that stimulates growth hormone. Something that stimulates testosterone. Something that stimulates male hormone production, okay? And that's why you need a good diet, because if you don't have a good diet, your hormones are gonna be whack, okay? And your testosterone and your growth hormone and your male hormones are the pinnacle or the backbone of your masculinity. If you don't have a good diet and if you don't have a purpose and you eat shit food and you don't work out, your hormones are going to be shit. Okay, so you're going to feel anxious and depressed. There is a reason why many guys nowadays are suffering from anxiety. Right? It's because their hormones are whack. Their hormones are like low. They're non-existent because they're not doing resistance training, okay? It doesn't have to be lifting weights. It could be jujitsu, it could be boxing, anything that stimulates your body at a high intensity, right? Be careful with high intensity training because you might hurt yourself, but anything that you can control the resistance and amp it up and really challenge your body will grow. It will produce hormones, growth hormones, and testosterone as a response to the stimuli, to the stress. So that it can adapt and grow stronger, okay? That's number three. And then number four, breath work, okay? Most guys cannot breathe properly. Unless you are consciously breathing, chances are your breathing is faulty. You have shallow breathing, you're a chest breather, you're a mouth breather, and because of that, you're stimulating your stress response, your fight or flight response. Cortisol is the antithesis of testosterone. Cortisol suppresses testosterone production. If you're stressed, if you have high levels of cortisol, you're going to gain fat, high estrogen in your body, lower testosterone, okay? So 4 important things when it comes down to transmuting your sexual energy and staying on NoFap long term. Number 1, having a purpose, a mission, a vision, or goal in your life. Number 2, resistance training. Number 2 is nutrition, right? Having a proper diet, eating good food so that you don't get uncontrollable sexual urges, right? The more crazy and chaotic and low vibe the food is, the more dense and more likely your body wants to expel it down below. And then number 3 is resistance training, right? Having some physical stimulus to kickstart the process of sexual energy production, creative energy production. Hormones is resistance training or any form of physical stimuli, okay? And then number 4, breath work. You have to circulate your energy. If you don't circulate your energy, that energy is going to get stuck in the lower energy centers, the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and the solar plexus. If you don't believe in the chakra system, you're in the wrong place. And that's probably why you're relapsing, because you don't understand these principles, okay? So look into these, practice these, and I assure you your streak will go long, okay? Have a good one. Peace.